Teach Multiverse. I'm your host, Tyrus, and I have the power. You have the power. Oh, we got the power this episode because this is going to be a super action-packed episode here at Teach Multiverse. Man, it's going to be a hot one, folks, because I got two of the most, I guess, two powerhouses within the Masters of the Universe mythos, man. For me, at least, in the Masters of the Universe Revelations Sorceress, as well as the Masters of the Universe New Eternia Manny Faces. And I tell you, folks, when these two were revealed some time ago, my eyes popped out my head. I could not believe the fact that we were getting the Sorceress within the whole Masterverse line. I had been hoping and wishing for this character. If you're going to have a Masters of the Universe collection, I mean, you got to have the Sorceress. Even though she's always calling He-Man, when there's trouble at Castle Grayskull, when she's supposed to be one of the most powerful beings on Eternia, it never makes sense to me, but hey, it's okay. And then on top of that, Manny Faces is just near and dear to my heart. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorites from the Masters of the Universe mythos. I mean, as a kid, you couldn't tell me nothing about Manny Faces. When I could spin his, many faces around and choose which one I want. I mean, you couldn't tell me nothing about Manny Faces. So this is a big deal for me. But as you see here, we have the Sorceress and Manny Faces in their packagings. Here you have the Sorceress, Master Universe Revelation. Then you have Masterverse up top. You see the Sorceress through our display window here. We see all her swappable hands and everything. Man, she looks great. And then here on the side, we're treated to that beautiful artwork that we're always given with the Masters of the Universe line. And then here on the back here, we're treated to more promo art of the Sorceress. This is always a treat for me as a fan of this line and as someone who loves art. This just looks so beautiful here. We have the Sorceress in all of her glory. And then here we have the bio for the Sorceress, and it reads, Sorceress, heroic guardian of Castle Grayskull. With the magic of Eternia waning, Sorceress powers fade. She holds on to the last remaining ember of magic, or what is left of her might, and reaches out for help from an unlikely ally, Evil Lyn. Though Sorceress remains at Castle Grayskull, powerless and vulnerable, her faith in her allies is stronger than ever. She knows that soon magic will return to Eternia, and with it, her strength. All right, so we got the Sorceress here, and she looks awesome. I cannot wait to get the Sorceress out of the packaging. All right, so we got her, and then we have Manny Faces. And as you see, we got Manny Faces through our display window here with all the Manny Faces, all the accessories and everything. We have the new Eternia Manny Faces, Mattel, of course, Masterverse. Here on the side, we have Manny Faces, Human, Robot, Monster. And then here on the side, we have more beautiful promo art of our action figure here in Manny Faces. And here on the back, we have more artwork here. This just looks so awesome, man. We have Manny Faces in robot mode, human mode, monster mode. Man. I tell you, this looks so awesome. And of course, here on the bottom, we have other characters that are released through this line. Of course, we have the two Sorcerers, Manny Faces, Shadow Weaver, and Pighead. I got to get these two, folks. I look forward to getting a hold of these two here. And here we have Manny Faces' bio, which reads, Manny Faces, human, robot, monster. When Castle Grayskull shattered New Eternia, the mind of an adventurer shattered with it. Now known as Manny Faces, his curse forces him into the faces of many beings, from human to monster to robot, each with its own memory and agenda. Little does he know the combined memories of his many faces are the map for restoring Eternia to glory. Very interesting. That's pretty interesting. I like that now. I mean, I didn't know all that now. That was good. All right, folks, I have the Sorceress and Manny Faces out of the packaging. And man, I got to tell you, I know I done said this a million times on the channel, but I just can't believe that we're getting the things that we're getting now within this action figure genre, man. This is insanely awesome. I mean, just magnificent. But yeah, we got the two out of the packaging, folks, and we're gonna take a look at the Sorceress accessory. Ladies first, we have the her magical staff. So the magical staff looks awesome, decked out in all white. So this looks really good, really stands out, really goes well with the rest of her costume and the colors that she has. And then up next we have Manny Faces, and he comes with this briefcase of faces, which we will go into very shortly. So I like that. You got the many faces that you can attach to him, which is awesome. I like this idea. It's yet another one of those amazing ideas from the Masterverse brand. We see this little eye here on the side of the packaging. It has a bit of a mechanical type of a look to it. I like that because it's all about the tech too. I mean, this is a teched out guy, so that definitely goes. But I just like the fact that we're getting all these faces that we can place with Manny Faces as well. I know I'm saying faces a lot. Get used to it because we're going to be doing that a lot. And then little tabs on the back here. And I found that this is how you will store his little briefcase, which is really cool, folks. I like that. That is an awesome idea. So you don't have to worry about losing this. You can just place this on his back and you're good to go. And we also have Manny Faces vintage blaster. And this thing is pretty big. I like this now. This like to do some damage here, folks. Now, I really wish that we were given a blast effect, folks. Anytime you're getting like blasters or cannons, you know, I want some blast effects as well. So wish we would have got that, but I think I'll take care of it. I think I got a blast effect that will go with this, folks. So stay tuned for that. But man, this looks good. It harkens back to that classic blaster that we had from Manny Faces with the original figure and the origins. I like the color. Red is one of my favorite colors. So this looks awesome, folks. So this looks good. Unless, is this a darker orange? Again, folks, I'm kind of bad with colors, but I'm going to go for red. I think this is red. So correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this looks awesome, folks. You always look forward to those vintage, classic, weapons with these Masterverse figures or origins. I mean, it's just so awesome. But this is how he looks with his blaster here. All right, we're going to take a closer look at the Sorceress. And as you can see, I have equipped her with her power staff. And man, she looks so awesome, folks. This is where it's at for me. This is what I wanted out of a Sorceress figure here. Having staff look so good with her. We're going to take a closer look at one of the most powerful individuals in the universe, in the Masters of the Universe mythology. I mean, I always wonder, why she always got to call He-Man if she's so powerful, man? Because, she's supposed to be it, I don't know. How can you have a He-Man series if she doesn't call He-Man? So that's the other side of things. But I'm going all off topic. But overall, this figure, it looks incredible, folks. This is the Sorceress that I wanted within my collection here with the whole Masterverse line. They absolutely nailed it. The colors, that's where it all starts for me. Vibrant blues, orange, whites really blend well with the rest of the color palette that they're utilizing with those orange colors and the blues. Blue is my favorite color, folks. So they're utilizing that blue really well. And the soft good items, very, very nice touch to this figure here. And we're going to explore another feature that this character has with the soft good cape here. But overall, the figure, it just looks incredible, folks. And in terms of the face sculpt, they just nailed it, man. They absolutely capture all of the elements of the Sorceress. She looks powerful yet calm, and serene. That's just the things that come to mind when I think of the Sorceress. How they were to sculpt the face, those subtle details to bring out the cheek areas here, how they were to sculpt and color the lips, the nose, the eyes, the eyebrows, everything come together in harmony with this Sorceress figure here. And it just really brings this character to life that much more. And I hats off to the Masterverse team in terms of the body mold that they chose for the Sorceress. Really powerful looking female figure. She got some powerful, strong looking legs, folks. She done been in the gym. She done did them leg presses, some squats. You can tell Sorceress done been in the gym, y'all. So I like the fact that they chose more of a thicker, stronger body mold for this powerful character. I really like that. They didn't go, super thin, super scrawny. I mean, they could have pulled that off, but I like what they chose with this figure here. It looks really awesome. It really works well with someone who, fights alongside He-Man and everything like that. So this looks like a very powerful, strong character who defends Castle Grayskull. So they did an excellent job with the body mold. Look at the legs, folks. I mean, everything. I mean, nice, powerful, strong looking female character. So I really like that. And again, the colors just jump right out at me. As soon as if this figure's on my shelf, my eyes go directly to the Sorceress within my Masterverse collection because the colors just bring this character out that much more. Now, in terms of articulation, it's gonna be this figure. It little possibly limited. This character you're not getting it for the articulation because this is yet another one of those characters where you get this for her being this stoic type of a character that kind of just stands or hovers or something like that. You might have her in flight, you might have her just standing or sitting on a throne or something like that. But you're not gonna have her like a Spider-Man or anything like that, man. I mean, it's a pretty stoic character. But arms go out to here, so goes a little out, pretty decent. She does have the double jointed elbows, double jointed pinless, double jointed knees, but the knees can only go back so much due to the sculpted detail of her outfit and everything. So it's a little limited. She does have the upper thigh cut here, which is cool. And she does have the upper torso articulation, a little rocking. She can go all the way around as well with that. And in terms of the split, she can go. Oh wow, okay, she can go pretty good with the splits, folks. So articulation is pretty decent, but again, you're not getting it for that. The aesthetically, you're getting it for the fact that this is the Sorceress, and this thing aesthetically is just beautiful, and I love it. I love what they did. Articulation in the wrist area is really decent. Nice swivel at the wrist and everything, a little up and down here, so that's not bad. Head can go all the way around, so no problem with the head. It can only look up and down so much due to the sculpted detail of her headdress and everything. And she does have boot swivel, so that's something that the Masterverse figures have: boot swivel and a nice articulation here in the foot area. Now, on top of looking incredible, this Sorceress does have a feature which involves her soft good cape. And again, folks, I love soft good items. I feel like they really bring the figure to life that much more. They did an excellent job with sculpting her cape all the way through. And again, these colors just look beautiful, folks. I love it. But what you will do with the Sorceress here, if you see these little areas here, you will run her arm through each one of these little slotted areas here, and it will create like a wing effect. So we're going to put this arm through this area here. We'll slide it all the way up her arm, and then we're going to take the other and we're going to attach it to this area here. Or you can slide it all the way up the arm. I'll just slide it there like this. All right, and you just do it on the other side as well. And then here, when she lifts her arms up, she has a little wing effect, which looks awesome as well. So I like that. And anytime you add a feature to a character or figure, it really truly elevates them to yet another level. I like how they utilize this soft good item as a feature for this Sorceress. So I like this. Looks great too if you have her in flight mode. Again, articulation is not the best, but again, you don't need her to be the most articulated. But you can have her in flight pose like this. You get a flight stand, have her in flight pose. This looks good with the wings extended and everything. So overall, this is one of my most favorite Masterverse figures, period, folks. I just love what they did with this Sorceress here. And I'm really happy that we finally have a Sorceress within this Masterverse collection. All right, folks, before we go to the next segment, I have one more thing that I want to add to this Sorceress that I really feel will really play up to her powers and abilities, and that would be energy effects for her hand. So I have this Marvel Legend energy effects here that I feel would go with her. So let's try to see how that will work on each hand here. So we got this right here, and you have to kind of play with it if you do have any effects like this. So you can either go like this, which looks really good. I like this right here. They really show out very well. And I have these energy effects that you can just slide onto each hand. So we have the little dark pink, kind of like violet, red, and the purple effects. So you can maybe do something like this here. So maybe something like this, possibly. Just give you ideas, options, if you do have effects like this. All right, up next, I got my man, Manny Faces. Man, I just love those old school commercials, folks. They don't make them like that no more. They don't make them, they don't know. Y'all don't know about that. Oh, you might know something about that if you grew up in the 80s. But we got Manny Faces here, man, and this is what I've been wanting within my collection as well. Both of these figures represent characters that I was like, man, we got to be getting the Manny Faces, and we got to be getting a Sorceress, man. But I love this character here. He's just so much fun. I just remember the fun I had with Manny Faces back in the day as a kid. And this guy, man, I tell you, they just, again, aesthetically, they capture the classic look of Manny Faces. He got a bit of that 2000X comic cartoon series look to him. And I love the paint that's utilized for this figure. More of a glossy paint deco that really brings this figure out that much more. The detail throughout with his armored boots and the armor that goes all the way up to his upper thigh, everything, his little armored up underpants, or if you want to call it. Here we have the dark pink coils, classic dark pink coils that he's known to have with the chest harness. Nice, cool colors that we have for the rest of Manny Faces body mold. I like that, and I like how they attack the armored areas for this figure here. It really plays up to this mechanical humanoid being known as Manny Faces here. And again, we have the attachment for his suitcase of faces. And I had that in the previous. We showed this off at the top of the show, but you take this here and you tap it in the back. So that's awesome idea. I'm glad that the Masterverse, finding ways that they can, house these various accessories, much like G.I. Joe Classified. So I like that, that they give. I got like that option that they've given us with this Manny Faces here. Or you can have this thing in his hand. He can just carry it around like a suitcase, briefcase. So I like that. So that's cool. But yeah, overall, this figure looks phenomenal, folks. I love it. I love its classic. They captured the classic aesthetic of Manny Faces, and then the face sculpt, super classic, super retro. The colors, nice, vibrant, dark reds, purples, along with this nice, smooth, calm orange paint deco that they're utilizing for the rest of the body. I like that. Got the white eyes and everything. Very detailed yet simple figure as well that they've created or they've captured with this Manny Face figure here. All right, in terms of articulation, this figure here, arms go all the way out to here, which is good. Nice articulation and extension with the arms. Can go all the way around here with no problem. He does have bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows, nice extension with the elbows. Wrist is on a swivel, so nice articulation here with the wrist area. Legs, oh man, Manny Faces. He has some excellent articulation. Go out like this with the splits. He does have those pinless double jointed knees. Can go all the way back to here. Wow, man. Yeah, he has some awesome articulation. Nice rotation and articulation here in the foot area as well. He does have the boot swivel, which is a nice added feature with the Masterverse figures here. Nice waist swivel as well. Oh, he does have upper torso articulation. I didn't know if he did with the coils and everything here, but he does have nice upper torso articulation. Nice, can go all the way around, some rocking and everything. So articulation for this figure is excellent, folks. So you will have no problems articulating this guy. And now we're gonna look at the thing that I've been looking forward to, y'all. The action feature, one of the most vintage action features of the 80s, man, especially when you talk about the Masters of the Universe. So this is something that I always loved as a kid, folks. This stood out to me, man. I tell you, I thought this was the baddest thing when I got Manny Faces, and I was able to swap out his different faces by turning this little nozzle here up top. So this is his standard face, which looks awesome. It takes me right back to the 80s, man. They were able to capture that. Then you turn this little nozzle and you get Manny Faces in his robo mode. So this is his robotic mode here. You know, he'll be utilizing more of his laser blaster gun and everything. And so he has the little robot mode, the little robot voice I can hear. I know that's awful. But then and it doesn't stop there, folks, because if he want to just go all out beast mode and just go crazy, he takes it to another level with this face here, folks. So this looks awesome. Nice detail here with the beast-like face. Got the fangs. Nice, vibrant green skin. Nice detail. The red eyes. That's all there, folks. So he can take down Skeletor's little minions in beast mode, folks. You know, I like that. He just have to be careful with Beastman. You know, at one episode of Beastman in the 80s cartoon, he had issues with him because when he was in beast mode, he could be taken over by Beastman because Beastman had power over, you know, all types of beast like characters, but he was able to beat him out. I guess he was able to guard his mind against that later on. And I think it happened again in the 2000X series as well. All right, so we have the robot mode, the beast mode, and the standard face for Manny Faces. I'm going to say face a lot, folks. All right, get ready. But the Masterverse team did not stop there, folks, because we have additional faces for Manny Faces. Now, at first I thought that this was just for looks, but no, they actually play a role towards this figure aesthetically. So what you would do, you would detach the head here, which is awesome, man. This is awesome. They really put some thought into this. And if you wanted to swap out these little face plates to give him additional faces, you could do that. So let's just take off this one here. So you pop this off, and then you could give him this skeletal type of face. You might have to use something to pop this off. It's like kind of like it's like on really good. Let's take them all off and we'll look at them individually. Okay. This is one of them here. This is more like a skeleton. I guess it's like a Skeletor face here that you can utilize for Manny Faces. So we have that. And then we have this face swap that looks very nice. I love the dark purple that's utilized for this face here. So I like that. And then we have one more face swap that I feel really plays up to him being that stage actor. So I like the design, the little mustache, the eyebrows, little smirk on the face. So I like that. So let's swap all these out. So we're going to take this here, and we're going to give him the little stage actor face. We're going to plop that. I'm going to put that on. We're going to call him this Eternia man. And then we're going to place Skeletor's. Let's call it the Skeletor face. So we got all three face swaps attached to this little area here. We're going to take this, we're going to tap this back in. Okay, I'm going to make sure this thing is in. There we go. And there you have it. This looks really good. And it gives you, in my eyes, like a brand new figure. Like it's like he's new. He said something new, something different, you know, that we've never seen with Manny Faces. So he truly has many faces that you can utilize, much like in the cartoons. You know, he could transform his face into a variety of different things. So you have that with this figure. So we have this more of an alien Eternia character here, and then you're gonna turn this, and you get like a Skeletor type of a character. I like that. And then you turn it again and you get more of the stage actor here. Forget my camera to focus. My camera is tripping. And then you got here, you get this little stage actor, of a character. So this is hands down, folks. I mean, this has to be one of the best master figures that we've gotten thus far in the line. I mean, extremely versatile, much like that Man at Arms that I reviewed. If you haven't not checked that out, be sure to do so. But this one here, folks, is hands down a favorite of mine. I mean, he's just you get a lot out of this figure. All the faces, you have the accessories with the classic, blaster that he has. And that's some more notes with this Manny Faces is that he does not have any articulation in the head area due to the many faces feature that he has, which is perfectly fine with me. I will take that, man. I mean, that's an awesome trade off. I definitely want to keep all of the features of his swappable faces over an articulated head. So that's okay. That's cool with me. Now, there's one more thing I wanted to add. I mean, I mentioned about his classic blaster that he's packaged with. That's something that I really love. I didn't cover this previously, but there's a little peg here on the side, and I think this peg is so that you can house his blaster on his back here. So I like that. I like that. And then you can also still have him to carry around his little briefcase of faces. So you can have it all with this Manny Faces, folks. I love it. And here alongside our Masterverse Sorceress and Manny Faces, I have the mini-me versions of themselves in the form of the Masters of the Universe Origins, Sorceress, and Manny Faces. And alongside our Masterverse Revelation, the Sorceress, I have her daughter in the Masters of the Universe Revelation, Tilla. But it don't stop there, y'all, because we have the Sorceress love interest in the Masterverse Revelation, Duncan / Man at Arms, and Duncan is also Tilla's father, by the way. And last but not least, we have the Masters of the Universe Revelation, He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. All right, let's get on to the next. Oh, I like this right here. All right, so we got more Masterverse action coming your way alongside our Sorceress and Manny Faces. I have the 40th anniversary of He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe. Man, I love this figure right here, folks. And then up next, we have yet another favorite of mine in the form of the new Eternia Sunman, as well as the new Eternia Stratos. And here with our Sorceress and Manny Faces, I have the Masterverse new Eternia Skeletor, which I recently just got in, folks. Stay tuned for his video. I'm going to be doing something with this new Eternia Skeletor. And last but not least, I have my main man, the new Eternia Zodak. His video has been a long time coming, folks, so stay tuned for that as well. And alongside our Sorceress and Beast-like Manny Faces are the Masters of the Universe Revelation, Evil Lyn, and the incredible new Eternia Beastman. All right, folks, that's all I have for this episode. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed this review because I know I did. I am so happy to have both the Sorceress finally within my Masterverse collection, as well as my main man, Manny Faces. I'm such a huge fan of the Manny Faces character and the figure from back in the day to now. It's so crazy that we're getting the things that we're getting, but very impressed with Manny Faces as well as the Sorceress. Both are the pride of my Masterverse collection. I mean, Masterverse, they just keep knocking it out of the park with their figures. They never cease to amaze me. I mean, the things that we've gotten already have been just something else. And the things that we are going to be getting that I see that's already starting to come out is just so exciting. But again, folks, hope you all enjoyed this review. Thanks again for tuning in. Be sure to comment below, folks, whether you agree with my assessment of things or not. You have this platform to share your thoughts, your comments. So make sure that you're commenting below. Also, folks, be sure to ring that bell notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And don't forget, folks, to like, share, and subscribe. That's right, like, share, and subscribe. If you've done that already, I truly appreciate it, folks. All of these things help towards the growth of this channel, and it keeps these videos within the YouTube algorithm. Appreciate the support, folks, and until next time, be good to one another, be safe, stay tuned, and
I have the power!
until next time, folks, bye for now.